And the pace car, as it is, goes to the pit lane, so the pace is going to be dictated now by the Tram Motorsport SCG. And for 2017, the 45th edition of the Nürburgring 24 Hours, we're underway, and the SCG, the Glickenhaus car, is away and gone like a scalding cat. But meanwhile, it's three abreast further back, and the Ferrari slotting its way between the two Audis, one from Land and one from WRT. So Ferrari up to briefly second position. I think it's third though now, as this well, hold your breath, because this truly expensive snake of GT3 cars works its way through the Yokohama S for the first time and down the hill on the Grand Prix circuit. Everybody jostling for position. It's a question of survival on this opening lap. Make sure that you don't prang any of your wings, any of your bodywork, and it looks again like to be four abreast around the hairpin at the bottom of the hill, down towards the hairpin proper now, rather. So they're just doing the shuffle now through the left and right chicane and hard onto the brakes, but it is the Glickenhaus car that leads the way. Jess Westphal driving the car, thank you very much. And then WRT's Audi in second position. So what's happened to the Lat car? It's dropped back to fifth.
And fourth. For the second WRT cars made progress as well, Johnny. The Land car is the one that's had the worst of that, down, as you say, to fifth position. But that was a cracking start from the pole position car, the 704. With the 702, the second of the Glickenhaus cars, well up in the order as well, as they jostle around the Grand Prix loop to get into the line of stern almost, as we come back out onto the Nordschleife for the very first time at racing pace.
Car 42, the Schnitzer BMW, trying to overtake actually a really fast starting 44 Porsche. So that's the 44 Falcon Motorsport Porsche making good progress, Paul.
Yeah, just to give you some of the drivers in the WRT car, number 9 is Rene Rast. The other WRT car, while I've got him, is the number 10 car, and that's Nico Müller at the wheel of that one. At the wheel of the Land Motorsport car is Kelvin van der Linde. I'll pick up others for you as you pick them out.
Who's in the Ferrari?
Ferrari number 22 is in the hands of Olivier Kainz.
Give you some of the Porsche starting drivers. It's Dirk Werner aboard the 44 Falcon car 911s. The lead Montai car has got Fred Makovicky, Jaminet in the number 12, Alex Müller in the 13, Norbert Siedler in the 31, the two Fricadelli cars, Sven Müller in the 59.
So heading out onto the Hatzenbach for the first time, and they're now at Hocheichen down towards Flugplatz proper, the right-hander. But this is the area where some of the cars leave the ground as they head over the road bridge, and then towards this yump, which leads into a fast right-hander, and the Audi's skipping and jumping. Also Manthey Porsche, number 59, not very far away. That's just tucked in behind the number 3 Mercedes, which has lost ground to a couple of the Audis, but it is Jeff Westphal that leads the way then from the Rene Rast-driven number 9 WRT Audi, as the second group of cars is working its way through the order. Now, this group includes the SP3T leaders. They're starting first and second, the LMS Engineering Audi TT RS2 and the Toyota Gazoo Racing Lexus RC. But also in this group, SP10, SP6, SP5, the alternative fueled cars, so AT, the TCR Touring Car class and the Cup 3 class. And it's a good getaway actually from the Chrysler Viper. That's the Dittmann, Albrecht, Schall and Lachmeyer Chrysler Viper, lime green. It's going to be very, very easy to track its progress, and clearly far quicker on the straight than the Lexus and the Audi that it started behind. The Subaru WRS on its Falcon tyres is situated in this group as well, starting from 4th position as the third SP3T car, and also the leading TCR machine, the Volkswagen Golf, is there in its white, black and gold livery. We've also got the AT leader, that is the Chrysler Dodge Viper. And SP10 started by Mühlner Motorsport from 6th place in this group, the Porsche Cayman GT4. But it's Viper from the flashing lights of the Audi TTRS that are heading into the hairpin for the first time. One
heck of a start there from the Chrysler Viper, up the inside and taking that first turn, jumping both the front row cars in that group. So that GT4 class as well is going to be one to watch, SP10, as we get deeper into the race.
So we put Dirk Werner in the 44 Porsche. The 33 BMW is the next one to identify, Paul, because that's stuck in a load of traffic behind the number 48 man filter Mercedes.
33 is in the hands of Peter Dumbrek.
Thank you. And we're just hearing about an early code 60 at Vipperman. And we're just trying to identify what car, but sorry, yellows rather, not a code 60, but local yellows, which will obviously be an area of the track that these cars have to negotiate just as soon as they've worked their way off the Grand Prix track. So this is Group 2, already completing a lap of the Grand Prix Strecke, and then turning left, double left, over a bridge and into Hatzenbach proper. And they will work their way through the various left and rights and also the undulations before they get to a short straight bit of track which is leading towards Flugplatz, whilst Group 3 is about to leave Tiergarten and head on to the main start and finish straight on the Grand Prix Strecke. And Group 3 has within its ranks V6 cars, V5, V4, V3 and V2T. There's also SP3, SP2T and the Cup 5 BMWs, and the majority of this top 12 of the third group are the BMW M235i Racing Cup cars, but at the front of the order, the best placed, the best qualifying V6 machines. Amongst them, the Aesthetic Racing Porsche 911 Carrera, which starts to driver's right, and the Cayman S from Matol Racing, the driver's left. There's Clios in amongst this, though, together with Porsche Caymans further back, and there are the two, well, there's one Carrera 911 and the Cayman S, and then a whole load of BMWs, of which there are something like 20. The Opel Manta is there as well, and there is indeed a stricken car and an intervention vehicle at Vipperman being dealt with as the second batch of cars, no, that's the lead group, I beg your pardon, works its way by. So were they trying to clear up a car even on the opening lap?
Or was it somebody in trouble on their formation lap there?
Yes, yes, good point. So the cars have already been through once before at reduced speed to try and get heat into tyres and brakes, and it looks like there's been an issue. Couldn't identify even what class that car was in, let alone which number it was from overhead shots. But heading now towards the latter part of the lap.
Yeah, just
Where
coming
are we now?
down into Brunchen at the moment.
So they've just dealt with the carousel, and
Yes.
Brunchen, Flansgarten, the Stefan Beloff S, and then into Schwalbenschwanz, yes, and we're approaching Schwalbenschwanz now with the large campsite to driver's left, and great crowds waiting to receive the cars into the second concreted area of the track, the smaller carousel, the kleiner carousel, and then straight up towards a double right-hander, and oh so important to get a good exit out of this part of the track because it leads onto the Dottinger Höhe, and if you get a good exit out of this double right-hander, that determines how quickly you can attack this part of the circuit, which goes on and on and on. And Jeff Westphal on this opening lap might be a bit of a sitting duck here because he has a WRT Audi of René Rast right behind him, together with Oliver Kainz in the Wochenspiegel Team Monschau Ferrari 488.
Car looking to make progress. There's the number 10 Audi from fourth, going side by side now with the Ferrari and powering straight by.
That's Nico Müller.
Nico Müller grabbing third position. So WRT Audi's now second and third overall. Impressive straight line speed there from the Audi.
And Kelvin van der Linde wasn't very far away either. He gained a lot of ground the first time down the Dottinger Höhe. So look out for the Land Motorsport car as well. Fifth position, trying to attack this Ferrari 488 and get at least fourth place back after the 29 car started in second position but has lost 3 spots. It is still, though, the